Alright, everybody, welcome back once again to Super Metroid Redesign Axeil Edition. Part number whatever, and this, we are going to tackle this Suitless underwater section, which includes ninja pirates of the health removing variety that... Are you going to do something? And the camera just did something. That is, yeah. Interesting. That is clearly something I am doing. I don't know what buttons or what, but something I'm doing is doing a thing. I'm not sure how much I approve. But yeah, you have to fight these guys underwater. They take a lot of energy. And remember, I went out of my way and collected 2 energy tanks. If I was just following along the path, I would probably only have 2 energy tanks right now. And possibly the reserve. And it's not a lot of energy for enemies you can't avoid because you move way too slow. And enemies that take half a tank of damage off of you. But, you know, it's unfortunately not uncommon in hacks to do something like that. Boulder coming, isn't there? Go away, boulders. Also, go away, liquid. That would be even better. Like, this is just... The Suitless underwater section in Redesign is just an excess of usual redesign stuff. Annoying physics, long and tedious. That's basically the thing, and that's the thing up there. So I wonder... Oh, okay. That is still a thing. Interesting. So I've got a camera moving thing. Can pan up and down with. That's interesting. Maybe I should have read the README before this. Whatever. I am also of the opinion that if something is in the README and somebody who's playing the hack doesn't read it, they have no right to complain if it is indeed talked about in the README. README is sort of like the instruction manual, or it should be something like that, so you should pay attention and read it and not be lazy. Or if you come across things like this with the scrolling, and it's in the README, which I don't know if it is, but I'm pretty sure that would be. But if it is, then there's no room to complain. So, the Suitless underwater section also takes the place of the wreck ship, basically. Phantoon is the boss after all this, after some fun things, and there is indeed a difference coming up in the Lost Caverns. I do know that there's, I don't know how much of a difference, but I do know something is different, and I am going to get up here. I guess it's not his usual or his normal look at the stalagmites and stalactites to figure out where you are or where to go. One fish. You can do it. That did not do it. Right. I forgot Ice Beam is pretty much useless. Beams in this hack, everyone, they're great and useless because that's yeah. How whatever. Come on, fishy. And I'm not really getting up there, am I? So that was a fun experiment that went nowhere. It might cut 2 minutes out of the underwater section, so Drew made sure it wasn't possible. And why are these sections so fascinating or so used so much? I can word, I think. Or I'm having a stroke, either way. But why are these such a feature in hacks? For the amount of people that dislike them, there seems to be a huge disproportionate amount of people who hack the game that love them. So they always end up in hacks. Even though there's only one person I know who actually loves these, and that's Card Weaver. He enjoys himself some Suitless underwater for some strange reason. And I don't know why. But yeah, there's really not much to mention. This is just redesign being redesigned right now. There's nothing to collect. It's just a long path going from one place all the way to this other place, which again continues the theme of you are going to go the longest route possible every single time you collect something to advance through the game. That's just... And I hear more pirates. But that's just how this hack works, and it's really frustrating and annoying. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was... Ouch, that was point. So, yeah. That's right. Cooldown timer makes supers almost completely useless. It's almost like, why bother with them? Like, supers aren't really a reward. They're a more powerful missile, but then it's... This actually is a thing. Interesting. But supers are just like this more powerful missile that's completely nerfed. Because they're more powerful missiles, so they need to be... And keeping things easier, they need to be balanced back to to something less than what they should be. Because that's keeping things easier. So that door on the left, I believe, in the original redesign is the one we go through when we did the back doors way into the underwater section. Because, yeah, this is this part. So the Lost Caverns are up ahead. The Lost Caverns, like I said before, have been changed. And, oh my goodness, that was not a purple door. I am shocked. So we've got a save there. And, of course, more Suitless stuff. You can't just let us run up and jump. Apparently the scrolling does not work on this, but whatever. Okay, so Lost Caverns, there's a title card for it as well. The path has something to do with these lantern things. These are the hints. So it's like based on their placement, and these formations is what you have to do in the next room. I think that's what it is. So what? That's bottom, top, bottom, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, bottom, top. Okay. So, wow, this is thing. This is indeed a thing, and that was not what I wanted. Right. There's no lanterns in a tunnel, though. Yeah. I don't know what the hint is supposed to be with those lanterns, because that did absolutely nothing. And this takes me all the way back here. I guess this lantern room is part of this. I don't know if this lantern's supposed to count for anything or not. It's not really part of any formation or anything. There's... something? Let's say we try this first. Hey, that's back to the door. This is interesting. This is very interesting. So we have this lantern, which I don't think that goes to anything. I'm not sure I get this. So we tried that. And then this. Tried this one. And it's right back here, so let's try. Like, if there was an audio cue for this when you get it wrong, like the Mario 1 mazes, that would be nice. Because then at least you could sort of audio your way through, but down there, let's go up here. Roll into this one. And that's the path. That was nothing like the lanterns, but okay. That was absolutely nothing like the lanterns. I don't know what you were smoking, Drew, but that was nothing like the lanterns. I would say I would like some of what you're having, but whatever you're having also made you think these physics were good, so I don't actually want what you're having. Really? And he just flies off. Well, this could be great. I am actually kind of happy to see. Wow, cooldown timer on these supers are great. But I am actually happy to see that his room matches the tile set. And that was only 3 of those. But his room matches the tile set for Lost Caverns. In the original redesign, it was your criteria stuff. And he only did 2 that time. I really don't see a downside to shooting him with a super. Other than the fact it uses the super, which has been pretty much useless. That was an impressive shot. Yes, Phantoon, you may appear and get shot again. You know, I make fun of Space Pirates being stupid, but Phantoon's not that bright either. If he just... Why is he doing different mounts every time? If he just never opened his eye, at the very least, it would be a stalemate. Samus couldn't hit him. She may be able to farm all these things and whatnot. But, like, she wouldn't be winning. Phantoon would have a much greater chance because, for one, why are you doing that? Phantoon, that's not what you're supposed to do. Yeah, like Phantoon would never get hit for one, and there's the potential of these flames doing enough to destroy Samus. So why do you open your eye? Why are you doing those wave things? I have not shot you. Then again, I guess that's a thing with a lot of cooldown timers, please. That's a thing with a lot of enemies and stuff. Villains and whatnot. They're never that bright. And quite often, sometimes heroes and heroines are not that bright either. It's part of the reason why I think Metroid is very effective with Samus as a heroine, because he only shot one wave. What in the world? What did you do to this guy, Drew? But because, at least before certain games, Samus... Stop, I did not shoot you. Samus was never really characterized. She was a bounty hunter. She blew up planets and saved the galaxy. And the rest, you were allowed to fill in yourself and whatnot. That's why a lot of times I think characters with less story are overall more attractive to players. Or at least for people who think a lot, because now you can project whatever is in your head regarding, you know, like bounty hunters, whatever their daily life might be, or anything like that. That gives you the ability to project a lot of that on there. Gives you enough details to work with, and then you fill in the rest. And then you can get a game like Other M and get that all destroyed. Even... I know I rip on Fusion sometimes, but even that game did not really destroy Samus too much. Like, she had some characterization in that game, and it wasn't awful. There was way too much dialogue in the game, but that's another matter, and there's no more Fantoon in this hack. But that was really all there was. So, it's too bad. But whatever. Okay, and a miniature health bomb. So now that we've done that, we get back to Suitless underwater. And that little section on the map, you'll never get back to. The doors just go back and forth over top. The Lost Caverns are gone forever. And I actually really do like that, because it kind of adds something to, I guess, like Fantoon's lore or whatever. Because, like, the Lost Caverns could be, because I believe it's in the instruction manual for Super Metroid, where it says Phantoon taps into Mother Brain's mind or brainwaves or whatever. And so it could be possible that Phantoon is, you know, messing with Samus's head. And the Lost Caverns are literally just these, and everything in between was just sort of an imagination. And if you noticed, I had the speed boost sound going through that door. I did not let go of run. That is another thing, one of the things Drew did. You can't carry speed into liquid. It resets your speed to 0 as soon as you enter liquid. So without Gravity Suit, you can't carry that speed boost through, because then you're going fast, and that's just wrong in this hack. Again, things like that. Just irritating and so stupid. Yes, I'm going to call it stupid because it is. Like, oh no, they might beat the game in 10 hours game time instead of 10 hours 4 minutes. It's like, no, that's... Really? Whatever. Anyway, up through more Suitless stuff, because you didn't get enough of this the first time. Thankfully, there shouldn't be any ninja pirates to deal with. And this should be very close to gravity suit. In fact, this might be the... Excuse me, this might be the room before gravity suit. Oh wow, that was an impressive jump. Oh, good up there. Yeah, I do believe this is the room before gravity. Which also, surprisingly, is not guarded by a purple door. I guess purple doors only guard useless things in this hack. I should remember that. And then hanging out up here, after I get to it after another 10 minutes, is gravity suit. Hooray. And that concludes what I'd consider the first half of the hack. There actually really is not many major items left. I know there's screw attack and space jump. And then I think it's just plasma and the beam combo after that. It's only 4 major upgrades for the last half of the hack. So, yeah, that's something. Of course, there are the Chozo Guardians to do, which I've got 10 of those left, I believe? Something like that. I've got quite a bit of those left. And now that we have gravity suit, there's like a missile and super in the one room. And that's... I did not want to be grabbed by you. I'm not cavorting around in criteria depths or whatever they're called to get grabbed by you things. Samus does not need a hand, despite what others may say. This actually, and I had Drew confirm this on my video before, that this is the actual entrance into Meridia. This is supposed to be your main entrance. And that blew my mind because that I never used that elevator. I don't know how or why, but that's the main entrance. In case you're curious, I do know that. I may not know a lot of the reason behind a lot of things in this hack, but at least I know that. So it's back here. I have the save point, which I should be actually getting close to cutting off here, but I do want to get these. It's another super, and another missile, 3 total ammo, but more items, so hooray. And actually there is more items in this place, but we'll see. We'll see what I collect here. I guess maybe the thought process behind it being so long or whatever is, you know, there's a lot here. And you're really not going to be able to do anything. But once you get gravity suit, you can come back and explore it, so I guess that's maybe the thought process behind it. But, like I said, the video is getting up there in length, so I will save it and leave off here. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing yet in the next video. I'll probably be exploring around in this place a little bit more. I might end up going to Meridia, but we'll see about that. But in any case, thanks for watching, and I don't know about that Phantoon, but we will see you in the next video. So I will see you in the next video, so we'll see you for that. Yes, I'm having a stroke.